for 3 Descent Orange Line. The replicas are using the city's subway transport equipment and supplies. To what end, you don't know. Follow the subway tracks to exit near Auburn Memorial Hospital. Secondary objective to collect information on replica activities in the subway system. Okay.
Orange line, repeat! Orange line, cut him off! What the hell? Get out of here!
Oh. Hang on.
You're safe now.
Didn't even need to waste a turret. Oh, that's a tough call. No, let's take the Severo special. See if there's anything up on the side.
Oh shit! Grenade out! These are first! Man down! Cover me! Stay there! Roger that!
All right, fellas.
Need backup now!
No, don't call for backup. Oh. Probably going down into the next tunnel. Nice. That's good. Shoot the padlock to unlock the door.
Movement! Oh shit!
Something. He just like nailed a couple of those shots on him. Go back up. Ugh. Alright. Ammo looks good. Hey Plasma, how you doing, man?
Report. Check in. Where should I go?
Where should I go?
Suppressing fire.
Kaboom. Yeah, there's been a ton more deaths in the base game. Which is good, I guess. Yeah, why not?
Team, get to cover. Which way?
Feels like I've been crab walking my way through the entire game. Yeah, that's
Affirmative.
pretty much crab walk my way through any game like this. If you stand up, there's more of you to be shot at.
Can you see anything? No. Shit. What's your status? I need help.
Yeah, sneaking's good. It provides that useful ability of look at that, I just took a huge shot. Look at that standing. I think I saved it right at the point I was getting shot. Oh, then I think I just saved at a death point. This could be bad. And I wasn't at this point when the health armor stats are showing up over my camera. No, they're behind my camera. He was probably the one to get away from it. Come on. Oh. Yes, that's correct. You can see through the camera, through me in the camera, to the HUD on that is behind me. Let me demonstrate. Let's move the camera down just a little bit. Okay. I might have to go back to a previous save. Which is...
Orange line, repeat. Orange line, cut him off.
Let's go back to actually... Yeah, so you can see there, it's behind me. So it works on games where there's something that's nice and consistent and easy to hide behind. You just make a cutout.
What the hell?
There's also a flashlight though that's probably about here, but it doesn't stay up, and nor do I want the flashlight line. I was cutting my beard in half. That's interesting. No. Penetrator. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely game specific that you can do it on. Other times you just can't. And
Report. We need reinforcements.
I hope it'll be in the same spot on F.E.A.R. 2. Do the replicas just have like hella armor? It seems like it takes a lot to kill and I do so much. Yeah. They're pretty beefed up. I mean, look at them. I don't think we have a... I mean, we just picked up a helmet, but it's like a helmet armor package. Slowly wears away.
Movement! Squad, there's a car. Where?
Where?
Squad, check in. Yes, sir.
I think it's sort of supposed to be a nice compromise because they have zero brain. So we get to be squishy.
Take him out.
But they... Some of them in particular have good aim.
Check in. Need backup now.
The slow-mo takes so long to come back. And then so quick to drain. Dude, he lands that shot too.
Take cover! Which way?
We'll just pretend that didn't happen.
That's an affirmative. Check in. Copy. We're standing. Catching cover. Taking fire.
This is a huge, playing the same difficulty as yesterday. It's a huge difference. I'd probably still be playing the base game if it was difficulty was like this. I'd have enjoyed it a little more too. There's nothing wrong with the base game. It was just a bit of a pushover. And by a bit, I mean extremely.
Squad, check in. Need reinforcements.
Also, sometimes you can, like, with one 3-shot burst, take them out. I think there's like some sort of random factor of whether a bullet goes through their helmet or not, or if it destroys it and then the second bullet hits. It's a bit of a spray. Okay.
Contact!
It's gonna fall. Oh, interesting. It's not gonna work out. I wonder if they'll go after one of these turrets. You're the worst. It's terrible. Wait, he's not even looking that way. We just slap him on the wall here. Oh, that's good. Max hit points. Need some max hit point loot. Oh. Max hit points. Authorized only. Wait. Why am I not authorized? I'm a F.E.A.R operative. I'm very afeared. Nope.
He's here. F.E.A.R.
Jin? 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 No! F.E.A.R!
Stay away from me.
I'm not going to do anything to you, Ms. Guan. But I can't speak for my mother.
Jankowski.
Wow. Wait.
I tasted the good lieutenant's visions, and they were most revealing.
Spin. Your eyes.
I almost coughed my tea up over my desk. He ate Jankowski's eyes. Where's my gun? I'm trying to flank. I've got nowhere to go around. I'm not trying anything, dude. I don't know if I want to be standing on those particular crates or barrels to try and get across here. Oh, which way? Oh, that way. I don't like the DLC's got these self-closing doors. Ugh. And it's not like they open and close because they've got some sort of spring on them or a weighted or whatever. They just will close automatically after you move far enough away from them or leave them open for so many seconds.
This is Echo 6. We've reached the first marker.
That's funny because the team met the first marker ages away on the previous zone. Maybe you guys meant you reached the second marker. I keep forgetting about the death spray. Make sure I don't get hit by them. I was lucky there.
Spread out. Take him out!
There.
Spread out.
That guy definitely took a an extra large serving of bullets in the back to die.
I got 2 men down.
Well, 3 if you count the other guy on the floor. Alright, Hakan. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it.
Squad, move out.
Really? Another one's moving up? Wait, what is that? Did I just get hit from behind?
Take him down. What's your status? Losing.
Normal grenades? I do.
What's your grenade? Squad, move out.
You got a kick off there.
Report.
I'm dead.
I need help.
Damn it.
What's your status?
Wait, who's saying that now?
Now.
Okay. That's the way down. Is there any loot? Oh. Ooh, max health. Nice. Okay. First water crossing time. Jeebus. Why was Mother doing that to us? Maybe she just didn't realize it was us. Maybe that's why she didn't kill us. She's like, oh, sorry, son. Hope you didn't hurt yourself in the fall. This guy didn't get the go back to your position memo. It's okay, mate. A lot of people aren't good at their jobs. Don't feel bad. The original Far Cry was great. Until until that part of the game that it became just weird. It was still fun though. Not bad for a tech demo. The original Borderlands was also a tech demo? Oh, really? I did not know that. What for? Oh, random weapons generation? Okay. Is that why it ends so abruptly? I remember I was playing it and I came up to the final. I didn't even know it was the final boss. I come around a corner, like corner-ish, and start shooting the tentacle thing, right? And like 30 seconds later, it's dead. Game's over. Done. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Well, that's a little different though, yeah, the Tales of the Borderlands stuff. But one's the only Borderlands I've played. I wouldn't mind doing the Tales of stuff. I had a lot of fun with The Walking Dead with Telltale. Oh, Tails links in, does it? Interesting. That's kind of weird. I mean, I liked Borderlands for the gameplay. I've got shooters that are decent quality shooters are fun. There was another door, and I want to check in case there's a boost. Wait. Okay, I was definitely going the wrong way before. This way. This was the wrong way. I think. No, I don't know. Unless I can't open that door. I can't. Which one's the pre-sequel? Usually when I go back and play older games like that, I just play them in release order because it makes it easier than trying to work it out. No, definitely lost now. No, pre-sequel and prior different games, Valkyrie. Oh, you're talking... was pre-sequel also in space? This way? This way. Alright, I think I found the way up.
Move that out of here. On it. Where do you think he is? Who? Him. Echo Seer reported him near generator room 1.
Ah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Checked in yet? Negative. Target.
Yeah, where do you think he is? Yeah, follow him. He'll lead you to the promised land of death. There's always a camper. That's what we gotta remember. Always a camper. Don't flush him out. One more. One more? Two more. I reckon. Oh, look at that. You're worried about the camp. Oh, there's got to be a camper, right? That was the flashinator. No, okay. Thought I saw the laser beam line from the can't remember what it's called, but it's the one that rips the flesh off everyone. Good gun. Let me in. Here you go. I can't go that way? Huh. But this was the only... Oh, up. Okay, the true camper. Always one of them leaving their buddies high and dry. Uh-oh. Getting a little nervy here. Is that Jankowski? Oh. On the Nope Town. Ugh. This game got to do that, man. Okay, so there's a thing there. Is this door open? No. An orange line. It goes nowhere. Because that doesn't look suspect. Oh. Interval 3. Descent the L. The replicas have pursued you underground, cutting you off at every turn in an attempt to trap you. Jinsun Quan has not made contact in several hours. Replicas' forces are moving large quantities of supplies to an unknown destination. Exact content of the shipments remain unknown. Mission: exit the subway system, proceed towards the medical center. Dirty replicas.
Team, take cover. Grenade!
One thing that's the same, if you get someone going over doing a leap over a balcony, like bullets are almost an insta, like any hits are insta kill. So as soon as they vault, you want to get them. I don't know which way I want to go. Okay. Out of the subway, make it to the hospital. We find Jin along the way, that's cool. If not, maybe she'll catch up to us. If not, yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. Keep out. Huh. Is this back at the start? It is, okay. Guess you want to pick up some stuff. We seem to be getting further and further away from getting out. Like, down definitely makes it harder to leave the area and climb out, you know. I'm gonna be going up, Mr. Point Man. It sounded like stuff getting dropped. Oh, they must have been on the ladder. Maybe we knocked them off.
I made it. I'm at the hospital.
So then all we have to do is make
Oh
it.
God, they're dead. They're all dead.
You mean they're all dead?
They know you're coming. Be careful.
Oh man. Yeah, voice acting in games was it? I mean, this
They're
one's not
hunting you.
bad, but there's no enthusiasm. Right? It's not. Yeah. That's a great question, Mega Man. If we find a Wobbly, we'll find Dr. Wobbly. I mean, if they didn't know I was coming before, they certainly do now. Let's try this with weapon holstered. Maybe we can go. Yeah, I used to play my favorites. And then my old tech slowly started dying off. Link to the Past, man. Greatest game ever. Oh. Yeah, I was just thinking about what you said about this time span's not really a great experience. I mean, there are a lot of good experiences, maybe even some great, but not the same as the generation before it. Hey, and nothing. I mean, there's not the amount of like really good games we get like these days. Like we get a lot of good quality games, but not. What's a good example? Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like something like that where it just stands out because it was just amazing. Yeah, or the first time Quake, like the first time you see Quake and you're like, oh. You play Quake now, it's like, oh. I know there's some sort of, it's still got a charm to it. Whereas Quake 2, even though at the time, and I still think Quake 2 is a much better game, if I had to choose now, if to play through Quake 2 or Quake 1, I'd play through Quake 1. It just, I don't know. Yeah, Doom's trash. Quake where it's at. Yeah, WASD wasn't even a thing. If only whoever thought of it didn't think of WASD and went straight to ESDF. Wolfenstein definitely gets props. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think if the number of times I've tried to swap to ESDF, but the biggest problem is every time you get a new game, you got to go through and change all the key buttons. And it just doesn't feel right either. Like it's your hand just knows where to go. Okay, get the gun out first this time, Panz. Your friend uses a Dvorak keyboard. What happens with games with that then? Is he just boned? ESDF makes getting to the utility buttons a fair bit more awkward. You don't use them. You use the other keys that are closer than those ones. So, and you can still use control and stuff if you want, but you have Q, A, and Z that you can use with your pinky. And then you still get, but then also, E is where your finger naturally sits for typing as well. So it makes it a lot easier to get 1, 2, 3, 4 and the tilde. So instead of having your, like you effectively, take your pinky out of action for a lot of the things, except for control and shift. But the tilde, yeah. Pinky naturally rests on shift control using WSD. Yes, so you get 2 buttons you get with your pinky, right? Whereas right, and then because your index or your middle finger is sitting on W, if you tilt your hand up, you've got your these 3 fingers sitting on QWE, and your pinky is doing nothing, which then means if you go up further, you're on 1, 2, and 3 with these 3 fingers. So you can get the tilde in 4 and maybe 5, but if you go up like a normal typist does, you've got 4 fingers on 1, 2, 3, 4. You can pinky to tilde as well. You can get 5, 6 with your index finger, like typing. You get Z shift control with your pinky, like typing. You can even hit the tab with the pinky. Yeah. So you have a what would be a standard typing left-handed range, whereas you cut out, a lot, and the index finger gets a lot more work with keys like going from, trying to hit F, G, H, E, R, and T, C, V, and B. Yeah. And then X and Z are kind of really hard of a fumble from WASD, whereas quite easy to hit for most people that do any typing. Upsetting gamers. Well, maybe these days, but I don't know, like previous days, but people type a lot more now. Speech to text isn't as good as it probably could be. I don't know why it's not as good as it could be. People do a lot less pencil writing than typing. This would be really good if that sort of tied in, because then you'd be able to. That would be really beneficial. Oh, I want that gun. Probably the closest I came to actually making the swap was when I was doing a lot of FTL, because there's a lot of hotkeys around the 1 to 4. And grenades. People type a lot more. Most people finger type instead of learning to type properly. Exactly. So maybe if ESDF had been the thing instead of WASD, you'd be in a natural position that you could make games around it, and it wouldn't. You'd be in a natural position instead of your fingers having to adjust to 2 different spots. Yeah, strange enough, my mum was a generalist teacher, but she also was a typing teacher. I don't know if she started as a typing teacher. No, she was a typer, some sort of typist, and went and had high typing skills and went and became a teacher. So she was the school's typing teacher then, as well as just being a generalist. Typing was already out of schools when I went through. But because of computers, it was like there was a need again. Being able to type properly makes computer usage so much easier. I know, right? Or just even writing up reports. The difference to having to handwriting drafts and then writing up final copies. We always had computers. And even when I was in high school, it was at a time where a lot of people had computers, but it was still, especially in Australia, and where I was in high school, was some sort of backwater. You almost hear the dueling banjos type of place. I went to hand in an assignment, and it was typed up, and it got sent, and the teacher said I couldn't, they wouldn't accept typed up work, because there was no way of knowing if it was, the reasoning was there's no way of knowing if it was mine or if someone else did it. And so I said I said, so I have to go home and handwrite this. And they said yes. So I think it had to be handed. I can't remember exactly. I just remember this is going back a long time. Basically had to sit down somewhere and handwrite my typed out copy. And it took forever. Because you got to print neatly. Like, that was the other thing too. There was grades on, like, this is high school, so it's stupid. There was grades on handwriting. Like, you'd lose points on your, I can't remember what it was, if it was like English or social sciences or history or something, or whatever it was. But there was points on, handwriting and layout and format. I think, if you print it out on a, from a computer, you should just get full points for the neatness portion, right? Yeah, I write in a notebook if I'm writing notes. And especially, for diagrams, because diagrams can be time consuming on a computer. Can be. But yeah, just typing up drafts for assignments was so good because you could type them up and make adjustments to them. Like we do with documents in a computer these days. You want to move a paragraph around or rephrase a sentence, you can. You're doing it by hand, you got to erase stuff. If you're using a pencil instead of a pen. Like, it just felt so archaic to go back to handwriting things. But just also the speed. And I've never really been that fast. But definitely faster than handwriting. Hey, Cindy. Old classroom full of computers weren't a thing in your school until 10th grade? Yeah, so we only had, when I was going through, we were similar. We had, the computer lab at school. Was in one of the schools. I'm trying to think. And then, in middle school, it was the same thing. There was, two different labs with the computing teacher's office was in between both of them. And there was... Wagner, Mud Dude, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Welcome Wraith 108, Siphon Mantis, Really Random TJ, Pumpu 82, and Sergeant Sweet T. Much love, my dude. One of the labs was IMAX. No, they weren't. I don't think they were 2Es. Oh, now I have to remember that. They were the big one-piece Macs in one of the labs. At school, yeah, it was a little Max. Trying to think where my high school, the computers at my high school. The computer lab at my high school, I don't even think had a dozen computers in it. And there were 3 in the manual arts wing that had some version of CAD on it.
Take cover! I'm taking fire!
You've gone from wanting to make people smile with games and you're making a scamming app. It's probably not a scamming app. So, might need... What does it do? Oh, by the way, you have 200 points. You need to pick a game on the game wheel and give it a big piece. Or pick a couple games and give them 100 points each, or at most 4 games and give them 50 points each. Get involved, man.
Taking fire!
Hey, that guy's shooting at me. So tell us about this app. What sort of degenerate gotcha are you getting involved in?
Reinforcements!
It is awfully accurate.
Report. You all right?
Oh, our library had computers as well, but they were only linked to they weren't even used for checkout. They were just used for locating books. There's only a couple of them as well. He's only going to be involved in an area where princes want to give you a lot of money. Yeah, I doubt that, man.
Take him out! Order flank!
Alright. Huh. I blow up this door. Rude. Okay. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Everything is fine.
Hostile! Quiet down.
Yeah, slowly having ammo depleted as well.
Take him down!
Also, Wagner, you have your Discord channel if you want to start typing up your game ideas. And use the wheel. Kizron, can you put the wheel command in for Wagner so he can click it and pick some games to put points towards, please? Otherwise I'll get angry at him. Is that Vettel? Whoops. Why is he not wearing a shirt? Thank you, Kizron. All you got to do, Wagner, is comment, put in a comment with 1, 2, or 4 of the game names on there. From anywhere on the wheel or on the page. I'll sort out the rest. Also, Kizron, you might not have been here when I was talking about, I thought you were.
Those charges primed and ready. Get those charges planted. The target is on his way.
I was talking about inventory and crafters. Sorry, yeah, game was being awfully rude. Earlier, I was talking about, I had written something in the Discord, which I didn't know if you'd responded to or not, in game dev about inventory and crafters. Mostly because I was watching some Project Zomboid and some guy picked up a fridge. And, I'm like, hang on. It just felt weird all of a sudden where you've got these amazing game mechanics all designed about, based off semi-realistic things. And then your hero just picks up a fridge.
Baker 3 reporting.
Puts
Charges
it in his
are in
pocket.
place. Roger, Baker 3. Detonate the charges.
Huh. Well, everybody loves a fridge, right?
Copy that. Detonating charges.
Do we need to... What just happened there?
Roger, Baker 3. Detonate the charges.
Who doesn't love a fridge?
Copy that. Detonating charges.
Oh yeah, the antique wood burning stove. I saw one of those. Get picked up and put in the boot of a car. It'll get pulled out of a box, half of its size, and then got picked up, put in a pocket, walked out to a car, put into the boot of the car. I guess I won't be picking that up. This was like a... it looked like some cross between a hatch and a sedan. But I wondered how much having more realistic inventory gets in the way. I think it's obviously there for game fun, right? But also because of the time scale.
I need backup!
Yeah. Well, coding the extra is not a big deal because it's just numbers. Like having 2 inventory allotments takes practically no coding. It just sort of feels, I think, and it's definitely a fun killer, right? Because you look at an RPG that has a weird strictness on inventory, and it's just like, why? It just doesn't feel right. But it's an RPG. But when you've got a game that's is trying to provide realism, obviously it's the extent of realism you bring. Yeah. Have a shopping cart that's actually like a shopping cart. Yeah. I think I gave, what the examples I gave were like Don't Starve, which is obviously more comically fun. And then something like The Long Dark, you've got a limitation, and it's more based on weight than size. You know, and they've given weight value. I think in Long Dark they give realistic weight values to most of the items, but fail to forget that by the time you have, 50 pounds of canned food, it's going to be so bulky. You're just not going to be able to walk around with. What are you going to have, a box the size of an old, 50-inch CRT TV, or a duffel bag the size of Santa's present sack? Long Dark, I think weight is the best one to do it in Long Dark, but you can definitely carry a physical volume size far greater than, even though you could carry that weight.
Dumbass.
Who's calling me a dumbass?
Hi.
Wait, didn't
I didn't know it was you.
he didn't die?
Listen, you owe me. You wouldn't have gotten out of Origin without me. You
Didn't
know
he get
that,
blown up?
right? You wait right there. I'll come around and open the door. But you gotta promise me you'll take me with you. You using the grenade launcher? No, wait, I want the plasma rifle. How about the minigun? No? Ooh. Goodbye.
What the? The cheesy poofs everywhere. Yeah, so I'm wondering, would it be possible to have the zombie survival craftery type game where you have realistic carry and weight limits? Like I said, I think the biggest factor that can ruin that is time. If you go out to, the backyard and you chop down some trees and you make a whole bunch of, you cut them down and get some wooden planks, you now have to carry them possibly one by one or maybe two at a time back to wherever. Oh, that's right. You play 7 days, don't you, Cindy? So if you had the game that roll, man, he just he just did a safety roll on the spot. I love it. You replied to 3. I mean, you could have just replied here, but I'll read it. I mean, I will get around to it. Well, that dude's chonky. In the pocket's more about, yeah, maybe, but like even moving a fridge across a field. Basically what the guy did was he moved a fridge from the neighboring house, which was not very close, to the back door of his house to be like a shield for the door, which I thought was a really clever idea. But like, that takes a lot more effort, and it was like a full-size fridge.
I'll check it out.
A lot of people use mods heavily. Conveyor system, there you go. No, it's the guy I was watching, what's his name? Private Lime? Private Lime? Private Lime. He only did melee, he didn't even use a gun. A power-assisted frame like in Death Stranding. Yeah, nice. And one of the advantages of very limited inventory is it makes your choices a lot more meaningful. Like, what are you taking with you? Because if you want to go out scavenging somewhere, if you want to take tools to assist you do that, like by breaking stuff down or by helping to move stuff, or maybe you want to take some rope because you think you might need, you know, that's less stuff you can bring back. I always really like that in this war, you know, because sometimes you want to take extra things out. Respawning in a survival crafter, not allowed. 0 respawn rate. I watched one video on YouTube specifically because it had mentioned that they were doing a fresh run, and I wanted to see, yeah, that, like, what the options at the start are. And I saw all the counters and things. I thought it looked really cool. The person though had a really interesting take on. They said they were doing it reverse. Because they were starting with higher zombies and having less zombies as you go along. To have more of what they believe would happen in the zombie apocalypse sort of feel, where if they're all zombies, like, well, you're not going to get more. They're not reproducing, and you're killing them off. So you should be getting less and less in the world. He did also make the assumption that the zombies would die off if they didn't have food, which, you know, like, we don't exactly know how zombies will be when the time comes. So that's where that dude is. But it sort of feeds into what, you know, a lot of people say usually about survival games, is that the start is the hardest because you have nothing, and then you get to a point that unless the enemies get strong enough to a ridiculous sort of nature, once you have some good items, some good protection, some good offense, the game now is, like most survival games, become relatively easy. It's not about survival anymore, it's just about maintaining boredom. Hey, I'm allowed to have an opinion, thank you very much.
Squad, check in.
Sydney, that's what like started all of this, me talking about it, was that Project Zomboid and 7 Days are respectively the 2 longest games in early access on Steam. But I think that's more just a byproduct of going through the original greenlight system, and then sort of when something gets that old now in development, it's not bringing any money except for new customers. So you can only afford to put the development of a new customer's worth of money into it, which kind of sucks. But both of them, I think, have said are not going to have an actual end game. They're sandbox games. Although both of them in their own different way of putting more content in, which is cool. But one of the common biggest complaints about sandbox games, including these two, is that there's no end. I mean, you get fan-made endings, I guess, where people be like, oh, you could aim for this goal. It's like, yeah, but it's not the actual game goal. Dude, how? Yeah, I got him. Well, it's one of a game that This War of Mine, I absolutely adore. But it got to the point that it was unlosable. unless I did something stupid. If I just played the way I know how to play, you know, it was not possible to lose. And I didn't. And after that, when I got to that stage of knowing how to play, anytime I've jumped back in. Oh, that's bad. Pay attention, Panz. That was terrible. Where's he gone? I'm gonna die. Man, I have to take out the big guy again. And it would always get to the point where there was no struggle anymore. I was now just, you know, there's always a struggle at the beginning. Like you had to really balance and work out what you're going to get and what you're going to bring back. If you wanted to take stuff with you because you didn't want it stolen if you got raided while you were away or something. I love that beginning section of most survival games and crafters because there's a big influx of things you need to do right at the very start. But then you get to a point where you're just sort of maintaining. And it's okay because you maintain, you push on to the victory. But this war was definitely, you get to that stage and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. The majority of the game afterwards becomes playing it out because you're waiting for the war to end. And best case scenario, the war ends early so you don't have to just wake up, collect the water, boil it, you know, harvest the crops, you know, plant more seeds, restock the rat trap. Yeah, so I appreciate that where if there's good base building in the game, you might want to stick around and, you know, make a nice, really fancy looking base. That is definitely a thing that people do.
Hold your position.
One of the things I really appreciate what Long Dark has done is they have a survival mode in the game.
Grenade out! Take cover!
So you can just play the survival part of it. Where did that guy go? Yeah, I've played the Long Dark.
Fire in the hole!
I really enjoyed it until I replayed it, and when I replayed it, because they brought out more stuff, they changed up enough in Chapter 2 in that bear fight in the cave. Like, what were they thinking? And for some reason, I was playing on. It really didn't matter, but it was definitely. I was a little upset about it. My difficulty changed mid-play. And I think it was even Kizron who mentioned that it seemed like we were getting more food and stuff. That it really wasn't that much of a struggle in one of the chapters, or the last chapter that we played, which I think is the one that's currently the last one out. Is that chapter 3? And it was like almost towards the end of the chapter, and I'd felt like it was just a bit too, like there wasn't much of a struggle. When did episode 4 come out? I think I only played I think when I played it, it was only 3.
Copy.
Unless 4 is like, has 4 recently come out? Did I play early this year or late last year? Oh, last week. Okay, yeah. So I haven't played that. Where's the bad dude's gone?
Fire in the hole!
There's also, like, there's still the really big guy.
Target spotted! Squad, check in. Grenade out!
Why does it take so long for things to... Come on, recharge. Recharge.
Roger that.
Yeah, so I think like, having a zombie game where you have to do something to win, I think that's kind of what drove me to talk about all these things and maybe start tinkering with game mechanics.
Flush him out!
No, I never played H1Z1.
Fire in the hole!
That's a game where everyone loses. Oh, you're talking about the King of the Kill BR?
Grenade out!
Oh, it devolves into people killing one another. Oh, it's an online, like server based. I'll almost never play one of those. I have no interest in someone I don't know coming into my game and ruining my fun. And I'm just not jerkhole enough to go into someone else's game and ruin their fun.
Flush him out! No!
We talked about this last week in Discord. We talked about it. We never actually came up with really good options. Like the escape one seems the most thought through, but it also feels kind of crap. Yeah, an option. Oh, the Fallout one. Was that the one where you wanted me to make Fallout Settlers or something? Okay, is that the big thing? Big thing. Oh. Well, I'd have to see someone playing the game to fully understand how the mechanic works, but it's so yeah, that's an option. But even then, it's like that's as vague as just saying beat boss. There's someone down there. You're reinstalling Fallout 4 as we speak? Nice. He dead? No, he's not dead. It's even... Where are these guys? They in the train? And I'm really struggling with the balance of slow-mo in the DLC. We sort of had it. Sort of had it kind of in a nice spot yesterday. It still took a long time to refresh. As you get more slow-mo, it refreshes by point, not by percentage. Welcome back, Akan.
Cover me! Grenade out!
Where are these guys? There's the big dude's down there. He's always at the end. He's dead. I wonder if he did any damage to himself or the other dude that's back there.
Hostile!
Okay. There's even less dudes. That hurt. Oh, refills and stuff there. When we do finally get down there, there's going to be lots of ammo and supplies and things. Which is good, because I like loot. But I'm worried that there's a very large enemy. There he is.
Get down!
Come on. Okay. Are you still alive down there? Nope. Is that everyone? A lot of guys down here. There's also a lot of supplies, which is very good. At what point does someone come running around the corner and kill me? That'd be right about now, Panz. I would like all the things, please. Wait, are we leaving now? I think we're leaving. Dude, look at all the bombs. Please don't blow me up. Keep running, dude. That launch. Oh, that launch.